Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong and welcome to the Back Office Teardown Lab. Well, I'm not going to show you this in much detail apart from I bought it on Amazon, and it's a strap-on light that you wear on your chest for when you're running, or I guess cycling. Chest probably mounted light when you're cycling probably doesn't make as much sense. And it's got a few modes, and you've got bright, dim and flash, and then this thing you wear on your back. You get the idea. Now, the problem with it is that it doesn't really shine down. It's kind of, I like the idea because the head mounted torches, and I do have a lot of those, and I've had all these different types to try running. It's okay, but your head gets hot, and it can be uncomfortable. But on the other hand, you always have light wherever you want to look, which is kind of cool. This does seem to work, but it just doesn't show light on your feet. And if you are kind of running in treacherous terrain, or let's be realistic, most terrains, you kind of want to be able to see if there's an object down at your feet. And when we were running at Endure 24, I had the head mounted torch and other people had these, and they seem to be doing a really good job of illuminating in front of me. So it just shows you how ineffectual they can be. Wow, for something that I thought was quite waterproof, it seems quite unwaterproof, but that's fine. It does look hackable. So you can see I've removed all the lenses and stuff, and you just have your LED there and your button. It's really quite simple, 4 wires, and I guess it's acting as a heat sink basically. So far so good, and that's just really for holding that there. So I have to decide if I'm going to try to make a modification to this to illuminate downwards. And by that I was going to actually add some LEDs, so it wasn't just going to be a simple mod. I really have to study this a little bit to see how it's all going to go back together, because once you pop it in, it looks like that. It seems to me you don't really want to drill anything into this outer bezel. Any modification you want to make has to be in this little black region here, and that will include your LED and any lensing, so that's going to be a little bit tricky. It does almost lend itself that if you could get a different type of lens here, you'd be able to do something of it. It's actually all integrated in that piece, so this piece is actually totally separate. And you've seen these in torches. So, might have to have a little look around. I'm so blinded right now. But what I've done is I've taken a white LED, and you can see down there I've soldered it onto the other tags that are on that module. And I haven't put a resistor in line, which is kind of a bad idea to be honest, but I just thought let's see. I think there's going to be a constant current driver for this, and it appears there is, and our little LED here does seem to be reacting. So I thought what I'll do is just leave it on for a few minutes like this, and while I'm doing that, what I intend to do is take this and then try to run a drill through it at an angle. So you can imagine we're trying to go in at 45 degrees, and I kind of think that's going to do the trick. I need to mark it actually because it does go in that way. So it is a little bit strange because it does seem offset. In fact, maybe it does make sense to check it against the actual device itself. But yeah, this is at a slant, which just seems a bit odd, but that's fine. We're going to make sure the hole then is somewhere along this line here. Then we'll come back and try it, but I'm going to leave that on just there, sitting there. See if that LED survives at least a few minutes. I'm back. I've done my drilling. Let's turn this off so we don't hurt ourselves, or me hurt my eye. Just to show you how I did this, it's kind of cute. Look at this. I put the hole in at a 45 degree angle with a 3mm bit, or actually 3.5mm, and then I kissed it on the back. Kissed it on the rear with a 4mm bit so that the LED will actually sit right inside it, just like so. In fact, you can't quite see it, but the LED, yeah, there you go, see it there? See the LED is sitting right in there. I'm actually quite amazed. I was assuming I'm going to have to put fly leads on that LED, but I kind of think it just looked like it might just fit as is, and that would be excellent if it does. So I'm going to try that. Let's see if we can coax. Oh no, its lead came off. Its leg came off. Let's put that leg back on. Let's touch it. In fact, let's see. Yeah, I think it's worth touching up. The reason it probably came off is because one leg's longer than the other, because I didn't actually make them both the same length. And the one downside as well, of course, if you're soldering on this, is that it's like a massive heatsink, so you've got to wang your iron up to the full. So come on, iron, heat me. Go, 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 go. I think it's probably set to about 400 to be able to touch this heatsink. That'll start doing the trick. Yeah. No, no, come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, there you go. See, yep, 440 degrees it needed to be convinced about that. So I'm not going to put any glue or anything like that. I think it's probably waterproof enough. Let's see if we can get this in. Oh. Go about this a different route. That seems to be just held in purely as an interference fit. Oh, that looks so good. That's so close. If I just cajole it ever so gently. In fact, though, hang on. Doesn't quite seem to be a line there where all these holes and stuff. So we'd be relying on that LED to bend with us, and it is bending. It hasn't broken its legs yet, so I'm just going to keep twisting it. That would be where we want it. So if we can get that lens now where it should be. Yep, and the LED, look, it isn't actually broken the legs, they're twisted. They're twisted in an interesting way, but that's fine. Don't mind the twist as long as there's no short. So if you're doing this at home, bit of heat shrink wouldn't go amiss, but I don't think I'm going to worry too much about it. Just going to turn it on just to check. Yes, the LED comes on. Oh, does this mean I've got to go out and about tonight in the dark, do a bit of running just to see if this has worked, just to prove the point? Sure. Okay. Pop that in. Hang on. Did I do this wrong? That doesn't seem to be pointing straight down. Did I see a scratch here. Did I drill my hole onto a wrong scratch? Yeah, I think I probably did. That might be my mistake there. Fair enough. Anyway, I shall test it out to see if that gives me at least a LED light shining into the hedge, and if that works I'll go and add some more. You know what they say, measure once, cut twice. That's not what you want. Right, now the moment of truth, just to line all these things up. That's very shoddy, isn't it? Got me hole in the wrong place. I'm an embarrassment. It's a proof of concept though, isn't it? If you can do one hole, you can do three. I kind of feel this would be a 3 LED solution, and potentially some inline resistors to limit that current, because you know LEDs do not like getting hot. If there's anything that's going to kill an LED, it's making it sweat it out. Okay, right, all good to go. How do we test this? So before it'd be like before, when you were running you'd only see that, but now you get that. You don't really see it in what I'm trying to do, but I suspect when I'm out and about moving and grooving with this, it will be fine. Just that most tiniest amount of LED light when you pitch black is what you want. So I think that's good. I'm going to call it a success. I think that was a potentially a good job. Just need to somehow put some more. I think we're going to put one here in the middle where I clearly did mark it. And then I'm going to put another there, so it's all simpatico. There we go. Go build your own thing. Let me know how you get on. If you've got one of these lights, by the way, that you can recommend for running, just let me know and I'll go and have a play with one. I'll see if I can get hold of one. Thanks for watching. Ah, the finishing touches. 3 LEDs. Woohoo!